We are just 3 days away from the Women's Premier League 2024 season number two, and I'm into team number four of this year's squad previews. And it's the team in orange, one more team in orange, that is the UP Warriors this time around, representing Sharadha for the first time. Welcome to the show. How does it feel to be part of the fifth umpire representing a team which you know a lot? And you said before that I like this team and I fancy this team to win the WPL this time around. Firstly, how does it feel to be part of the show?
Hi, Pritham. Thank you so much, for having me on the show. I'm very, very glad to be interacting with you, especially having the WPL as an occasion. It's been a historic tournament for the potential to just showcasing the potential of women cricketers. So thank you again so much for having me here. Always a pleasure talking cricket.
Thank you so much, Sharadha. So let's begin. Let's start off the show. And that's slide
Sure.
number one. That is the squad for the UP Warriors. And I'll start with Alisa Healy, the captain, the wicketkeeper, current Australian captain. How much responsibility lies on the shoulder of the captain of UP Warriors, according to you?
Yeah, definitely. See, when you compare to the UP to the other squads, this is a relatively young squad. I mean, you don't have a lot of capped Indian experienced, players other than Deepthi Sharma here. So, there is a lot of responsibility on Alisa Healy, and I believe that, she did an excellent job backing the youngsters like Shweta Sarawat, Parshvi Chopra last time. So they finished third, unfortunately. But then, again, this time a lot depends on Healy, the way she leads. She's an aggressive captain, so she
Yeah.
kind of sets the tone right at the beginning. So I believe she has got a, good squad this time, and she has also been winning a lot of tournaments very recently. So she's in pretty good form, and a lot will depend upon her.
Absolutely. And you said about a lot of not many capped players, and you said this team is pretty much young. Two teams before we have done as Gujarat Giants squad, and they said they are the youngest team on paper compared to the other teams. I'd like to bring in the X factors into this team later on in the show, but a little bit about Sophie Eccleston, a player to watch out for already in the last few months. She's doing wonders in international colors, different domestic leagues as well. What do you expect her in this year's WPL?
Absolutely. Sophie Eccleston is a match winner for whichever team she plays, as you rightly pointed out. She the white ball format, a red ball doesn't matter to her. Wherever she goes, she does the basics right, and
Absolutely.
she picks up wickets for her team. And with last year WPL, she played a very crucial role for the UP Warriors as well. Picking up wickets with the new ball. With in the middle overs and even once or twice in the death as well. And not only with the ball, she also contributed on a couple of occasions with some crucial knocks. I remember that one game UP won. She had a partnership with Grace Harris, so she has that ability to hit the ones out of the park as well. So Sophie Eccleston definitely she is a captain's go-to player. She's someone who can just put her hand up and say, yes, I love this occasion and, I want to give my 100% for the team. So she's going to be really, really, a pick of the bowlers for UP Warriors.
Absolutely. Just like you said about Deepthi Sharma before, and just now, the international of experience of Sophie Eccleston will be very crucial for UP Warriors. So, summing up to the squad just a little bit, do you think you guys have the balance when it comes to both batting and bowling before the season?
So, the recent signings of UP Warriors, Lauren Bell has been replaced. You have Danny Wyeth coming in. You have, Chamri Attapattu also coming
Yeah,
in. You have so many options for, different slots. For example, you have Danny Wyeth, who is an opener. You have Alisa Healy, the captain herself, is an opener. You have Danny Wyeth. So it'd be very interesting to see, the four foreign players that UP Warriors start with, and their batting is also looks solid, and they bat very deep. So
deep.
someone like a Sophie Eccleston coming in at number seven can also deliver the strong blows. They have Grace Harris as well. If they want to amp up the scoring rate, she can do wonders. You have T Mac, Talia Megra. So, in case of an early wicket, she can play the anchor role and, she can just increase the tempo of the game also. So, and of course, you have the Indian hitter, Kiran Navgire, who hit a 90-meter six. last time, and she is someone who's capable of winning matches on her own. And it will be very interesting to see how they go with Shweta Sehrawat also. So Shweta Sehrawat, the highest run scorer in the under 19 World Cup. So she didn't step up really in the last season, but Alisa Healy, it was great to see the skipper backing her up, for 2 or 3 matches. I believe she will also somehow they'll try to fit in. And apart from all these players, they have Vrinda. They have Vrinda Dinesh, who has been in tremendous form when it comes to domestic cricket. She is also very, very well known in the domestic circuit for her ability to hit those maximums. Just play the new ball. She can play in the middle overs, and they can. She can really amp up the scoring rate. Someone like who can play a tandem role to Grace Harris. So it will be very interesting to see where they fit in her also. So it's going to be a problem of plenty when it comes to the batting department. And of course, the bowling, you have the spin twins. I mean, like Sophie Eccleston, Deepti Sharma, both of them are match winners. Apart from that, they have Rajeshwari Gaikwad. They have Talia Megra also, who can, just come in and whip up a few overs. So, it's going to be, it looks like a very, very settled unit. And with Alisa Healy leading the Australian team so well, she did a fantastic job, as I said, last year also. And, it will be very interesting to see what role each player is given to. And, according to me, the squad looks completely balanced. They have loads of experienced players. They have, someone like Rajeshwari Gaikwad, Deepti Sharma who has played, good amount of international cricket. And you have youngsters like Anjali Sarvani, who are just starting to make a mark in the international circuit. So, if the combination goes well, UP Warriors is certainly the team to look forward to.
Okay, you just said team to look forward to for the title could be UP Warriors, and you summed it up
Yes.
so well. The squad of the UP Warriors. Thank you so much for that. We move on to the next slide. That is slide number 2, which is the SWOT analysis for the UP Warriors, which I've done for you. I would bring a 1 point to the weakness of your over here. I see is the new ball bowler. According to you, who could be the new ball bowlers from both ends for UP Warriors?
I would say it depends upon the conditions. Grace, we saw last time Grace Harris bowling, a couple of overs if a left-hander is out there batting. So I see definitely, Anjali Sarvani starting off with the new ball from one end. And, you can always you have Deepti Sharma. We had Rajeshwari Gaikwad also bowling a few overs with the new ball. So, I believe it will be spin and, pace from one end so that the players don't get. And, we remember that the first phase of the WPL is going to be held at Chinnaswamy Stadium, Bengaluru. So it's a batter's dream. So, you have to think twice before you get, seamers who can just, who just bowl a bit fast. So it becomes easier for the batters. So spin from one end and pace from the other end will be their opening combination. And of course, in the middle overs, you always have Sophie Eccleston, you have Deepti Sharma, to kind of choke the batting. And just to complete it, you have Talia Megra also. She can come in and bowl those cutters, which will be very, very useful for the team going forward. So, although there aren't, apart from Eccleston and Deepti Sharma, no big names when it comes to pace. But
Correct.
you never know. We saw RCB making a mess last time. There were too many, big names, and it kind of, ended up as a great disadvantage. So sometimes, when in cricket, the big names doesn't matter. It's always about the role you give to them and how
Correct.
you use them that matters.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agreed with this point of view, Shraddha. But I want to bring in one more thing. As you mentioned, that Chinnaswamy Stadium will be the first half of the tournament. 11 matches will be played there. Then we move on to the Arun Jaitley Stadium for the remaining 12 games. One stadium hosting 11 games. So as the days progress, as the matches progresses, we tend to see the pitches getting slower and slower. How important will be your threat, which is the spin trio of Deepti Sharma, Sophie, and Rajeshwari Gaikwad? I would bring, especially in the Arun Jaitley Stadium in Delhi, going on to the final stages of the tournament.
Definitely, as you rightly pointed out, even in the Chinnaswamy Stadium, we have one game every day. So, after The first 5 or 6 games, there will definitely, be fresh conditions. The sun is out. It's pretty much summer down here in the south. So, the last couple of games also in Chinnaswamy, we can see the pitches wearing out a little bit because of, the usage. So, and Delhi, as we all know, it's a slowish track. It's a sluggish track. It's not easy to, hit through the line. And that's why I said, UP Warriors make such a good team because their spin attack is not only just they don't just have the variations, but they have the experience. We have Rajeshwari Gaikwad from one
Yeah.
end, who has the experience of bowling in critical situations. She has been a match winner for India on many number of occasions, especially against Australia. Also, you have Deepthi Sharma, who is a specialist in bowling death overs, and you have Sophie Eccleston. So, what more, can you ask for? Apart from this, they also have Pashvi Chopra. She was a young leg spinner, who showed a lot of promise in the previous season. It will be very very interesting to see how they use her also, especially when it comes to Delhi. So yes, the spin choke is going to work big time, I believe, for UP Warriors.
Absolutely. I think this is the biggest point for the UP Warriors in the bowling unit, I would rather say. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for this one as well. Going on to the next slide, it is the head to head against each teams which the UP Warriors faced in the last year. You faced Mumbai Indians thrice, and it was more of a 60-40 towards the Mumbai Indians. You faced the rest of the three teams twice, and only RCB you could win once. You did a clean sweep against Gujarat. So it was okay. I would say an okay where you ended up third in the table. It was a good, decent season. I think that a little bit of more was expected from the internationals, the four overseas. You did the homework in the auction as well. You got in a few big names, I would say, but you're not that person who fancies big names. You want performances on the field. But
Yes.
as a whole, this season, do you expect from third you would rather go to a second than a first this time?
Definitely, I would say, I can confidently say that, as far as this season is concerned, I believe, UP looks a far more stronger side than what it was compared to last season. Also, let's remember that the previous season was just the start, so, we can always give them the leverage of the players, adapting to Lisa Healy's captaincy, the team environment, getting together. All those things also play a very, very crucial role. And this time, it's a different venue as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have big hitters in the team. You have people who can build partnerships, and I believe they have the management has done very well to cover all the bases. And with RCB, I would say them missing Heather Knight will be a huge blow for them. And again, the threat for UP Warriors will really come when they face someone like DC or Mumbai. But I believe this time, the team looks more settled. And the Indian youngsters, the capped Indian youngsters in the team have also come off from some strong domestic performances. So their confidence is also at another level. So we can expect really good performances from them, combined with the experienced, international cricketers. And I can, I think they will definitely end up in the top two. That is my,
Top two.
yeah, that is my prediction.
Okay, you're making a predictions that UP will play the finals. Like you always ask everyone, apart from UP, who is the second best or the strongest team according to you this season?
DC.
DC?
DC, yes. I say that just because of one person, that is Meg Lanning. She's a tremendous captain. She just gets the best out of her players, whomever it is. So
Absolutely.
Delhi is definitely it's the second best team.
Okay, so Delhi is once again not just you, but some others have said as well that Delhi could be the second best team apart from their own team. And we move on to the next one. That is the top five players, Sharadha. You have picked out here for the UP Warriors. And want to know player number 4 and 5, Adapatu, after a long, long time, has got a domestic contract, I must tell you. But Kiran Navgire and Atupatu, a little bit of them for this season, please.
Yes, definitely. Kiran Navgire, we all know she can just go out there, hit the long ball. Even if you require 10 runs per over, she's going to be your go-to girl. So the UP Warriors had given her a long rope in the previous season, and I believe that they will continue to do so. So they will back her for the number three position. So hopefully, she comes in and capitalizes like by scoring two or three fifties and cementing her place. So a lot will depend on her in case an early wicket falls, so that you play the stabilizer role, and also there is responsibility to keep the run rate up and running. So that will fawn upon Kiran Nagare. And it will be very interesting to see, how or whether they play Chamari Atapattu, because I don't think leaving her out will be a wise decision just because of the form that she is in. But if she plays, where is she going to bat? Comes the next
Exactly,
question.
because you
So,
have your team has so many international players that you just have to pick only four. So who is your four
exactly.
overseas? That's a big problem because your captain
Yeah.
itself is an overseas captain.
Yeah, three of them are non-negotiable. Sophie Eccleston, T-Mac, and Alyssa Healy. The fourth one is just only that position is a bit of a wobble for me. So, but if you see the UP Warriors top order, you already have a settled lineup. You have Healy, you have Talia McGrath, you have Kiran Navgire, you have someone like a Shweta Serawat who might open with Alyssa Healy. So after that, it comes down to in T20 cricket, it's more you expect someone who can just
Finish
go
off the
out
game.
there and play the finishers role. So it will be interesting to see if they bring in either Chamari Atapattu, if they ask her to do that particular role, or if they ask Kiran Navgire to come in as a finisher and let Chamari Atapattu take the number three spot or open with Healy. So that is a
Could be.
gamble that the UP management has to take. So, but these three places are confirmed. The only toss-up will be between, Grace Harris and Chamaria Tapatu, because they both are similar players. They can, just bamboozle the opposition.
Big
They can hit those big shots.
correct.
So, I believe it will depend a lot upon the conditions and what the, team management decides. So, this is going to be my top five players to watch out for.
The two players you have given the fourth overseas player, Atapattu or Grace Harris. I would be surprised if Grace Harris is dropped because I think UP needs a finisher in the middle order. But even dropping a player like an Atapattu will be very, very tough for the management of
Yeah.
UP Warriors.
Yes.
Absolutely. We move on to the next slide. That is the fixtures for the UP Warriors. You guys start with RCB. As you said, RCB made a mess last season with bigger names. At home against RCB, is it going to be a tough opener for you guys?
Yeah, definitely. So the crowd is going to be there. So, we all know how the Bengaluru crowd is. It's very noisy, and RCB has a huge fan base in
Correct.
entire Karnataka. So definitely, there's going to be crowd pressure coming in for the UP Warriors. But the conditions will be good for batting, and we'll have to wait and see if the dew factor also plays a role. So obviously, if there is dew, then teams will opt to chase. So coming to RCB's perspective, we have Elise Perry who is in top form. You have Smriti Mandana who has recently scored a century in the zone, the zonals interzonals tournament. But the key for UP Warriors is picking up early wickets. If they have RCB at somewhere like 24-3 or 24
They will
2
crumble.
after seeing the back of Perry, Sophie Devine, and Smriti Mandana, then definitely they have a game on their hands, because the middle order of RCB, it was held together by Heather Knight now, but now since she is not playing, it seems a lot top heavy, similar to
Absolutely.
what the
The men's
Sunrisers
team.
had in Sunrisers had in 2016-17 when David Warner and Johnny Bairstow times. So
Even the RCB men's team as well. The top three is always
correct,
the top heavy, and then you do not have enough
correct,
players. So I
correct,
agree
correct,
with this one
correct.
as well. But as you said, going to the RCB, you even the fan of RCB summed it up saying the same. But if you go on to the other fixtures, which stadium do you think our UP Warriors will rather fancy? Is it the Bangalore Stadium or is it the Arun Jaitley Stadium?
Bengaluru Stadium. You have players who can just smash you out of the park in the UP Warriors camp. So definitely Alisa Healy, Chamaria Tapatu, Navgire, T-Mac, Chinnaswamy is going to be, a dream place to play. So definitely they'll enjoy playing a lot more in the Chinnaswamy Stadium.
Okay, so fair enough. The fixtures look good. We hope that UP has a successful campaign. Going on to the final slide, that is the predicted playing 11. And this is what you have summed it up out here, your predicted playing 11. Talk us through the balance of the team, a little bit of inexperience. I see domestic players out there as well. Just as a whole,
Yeah.
give us the point of the playing 11, please.
So definitely, I believe Shweta Sehrawat is, should start the innings along with Alyssa Haley because although she did not impress, but she is a very, very good talent, and she needs to be given a lot of opportunities, and definitely she will come good. And again, number three will be Kiran Navgire, who had an okay season last time, but she's again, on her day. It is no team can stop her. So I see her at number three. Then of course Talia Megras, the stabilizer, and again the Grace Harris as I spoke earlier. So the Grace Harris and Chamari Attapattu, that is going to be an interesting toss up if they do, and they'll have to take a gamble. But if the only foreign player, if they want to play Attapattu, only this position can be substituted, but I don't think they will touch, even think of touching the other three foreign players. And again, Sophie Eccleston
Correct.
is definitely a non-negotiable match winner. You have Rajeshwari Gaikwad. Yes, of course, she's one of the most experienced campaigners, a very very smart bowler as well. And she and Eccleston are totally different bowlers because Eccleston bowls a lot more flatter and doesn't get a lot of conventional run. But Rajeshwari is more of a conventional left arm off spin bowler. And Anjali Sarvani, yes, she is going to be bowling with the new ball. Not only with that, she is very good with her variations as well, like the back of the hand, slower ball. And
Okay.
topping that, she is an excellent fielder. So, yes, definitely she is going to be the UP Warriors prime pace option. And Pashvi Chopra, I even spoke about her, an impressive 20-year-old leggy who was very, very successful in the Under 19 World Cup. And she also had a decent outing in the domestic season. So their only leggy is going to be Pashvi Chopra and, yeah, Brinda. So the hitter Brinda. So she has been snapped up by UP Warriors for a good sum of money, and it will be very very interesting to see where they play Vrinda. Vrinda can also be used as a finisher, but
Okay.
again, if the option of Grace Harris is substituted with Chamari Attapattu, then Attapattu can combine with players like Vrinda Dinesh and Sophie Eccleston to finish the game for UP Warriors. So this is going to be my starting playing 11. But this one, depending upon the conditions, they might, swap Grace Harris for Chamari Attapattu just because of the form that she's in.
Absolutely, I agree with what you're saying because, like you explained, this team on paper looks very strong and balanced.
Yes.
So we hope that the UP Warriors players, all the 11 players, perform as per the expectations you have on the field. Going on to the final slide, Sharadha, for you. It is a surprise one. It is a question which you need to
Okay.
answer in 30 seconds. And here is the surprise question for you. Lisa Healy lead the UP Warriors to a better season compared to the last one in 2024. And as you said, can they challenge for the title?
100%. If they play all their cards right, if they get the right combination and give the correct role to players, they definitely have, all the capabilities of making it big. And as I said, they have the opportunity to finish in the top two.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you so much for that, Sharada. It was a wonderful session. That concludes our today's session as well. Thank you so much to you. You have explained the entire squad preview for the UP Warriors very well. I wish you all the best and the UP Warriors as well for the upcoming WPL 2024. Sum it up in 10 seconds. How was the show for you as you are the first time coming into the Fifth Umpires show for this time?
Yeah, I think it was, very much to the point. Not much of unnecessary talks. We just stuck to what was the plan and what was being executed. So that was very good. And the slides were also, very very specific. And the surprise question was something I didn't expect. So I thoroughly enjoyed interacting with you, Preeti. Thank you so much.
That's the reason why it is known as surprise. But thank you so
Yeah.
much, Sharada. It was wonderful having conversation for you. Not for the last time, I really hope. And we will
Yes.
have more conversations during the season as well. That's it. That's team number 4 done, ladies and gentlemen, for the WPL 2024. Thank you, Sharadha. Thank you to all the viewers
Thank
as
you.
well who are
Thank you so
watching this
much.
video as well. And don't forget to subscribe to the Fifth Umpire as well for regular updates. Thank you so much, and bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.